Hello and welcome back to Soulful Strategies with Kathleen Amy, where we dive into the heart of entrepreneurship, blending intuition with strategy and actionable steps to help you thrive. I'm Kathleen, and in today's episode, we are going to go into the really vital transition from the introspective energy of winter to the more vibrant, action-orientated energy of spring. Understanding and embracing the ebbs and flows of this seasonal shift can significantly influence our strategic planning and set the stage for growth and new opportunities. We're going to explore how to harness that fresh, new energy of spring to energize not only our businesses, but ourselves. Let's dive in. When we are infusing innovation and creativity into our soulful strategies for spring, it's important to remember that spring isn't just about a change in weather. It's a mindset shift in the business world, and it really offers us a canvas for that innovation and creativity to grow and develop and thrive. As entrepreneurs, it's the ideal time to harness the momentum of renewal and channel it into transformative business practices. This becomes our soulful strategies. In the Southern Hemisphere, today, the 7th of August, is Celestial Imbolc. Some people celebrated last week on the 2nd of August, but Imbolc is often associated with healing and the emerging light of spring. This is a great time for purification, renewal, and the anticipation of new growth, which I spoke to in the previous episode as well. But I think it still fits in perfectly with where we're at. As we're finishing up after our downtime in winter, we're beginning to feel the new growth of spring. We are sowing seeds, so to speak, metaphorically and literally. And on that note, before we dive deeper, I'd like to share that Soulful Strategies with Kathleen Amy will be taking a brief seasonal break from next week. So this is the last podcast episode for a few weeks, and we'll be returning as a fortnightly podcast ritual on Wednesday, September the 4th, recharged and ready to embrace the spring season fully. This pause and pivot in the release schedule from weekly to fortnightly really reflects my commitment to practicing what I preach, and that is embracing rest and honoring the need for downtime to integrate all that I have learned, not only from recording this podcast and releasing this podcast, but also what I have learned and reflected on over winter in my own business. It's also an opportunity to prepare and provide you, my wonderful listeners, with the most insightful and empowering content for your soulful strategies in spring. I am super excited. I love being able to share this with you in real time on this episode, because this episode is all about strategic planning for creative, visionary women in business, of which I identify myself as too. Part of that is leveraging the insights that you've gained from winter. And to do that, you actually need to create space and time and commit to reflecting on those insights and then implementing strategies based on that moving forward. We know that winter is that naturally introspective time, and it is a period where these profound insights can be unearthed. Spring then allows us to take these reflections and translate them into action. Now is the time to ask yourself how the challenges and achievements of the past season can inspire a fresh, new approach to your business. Perhaps you've identified a problem in winter, and that has sparked an idea for a revolutionary solution or service or a creative opportunity that you are now ready to be able to implement in your business. I don't know about you, but I find the energy of spring really infectious too. And incorporating this spirit into your business culture can really capitalize on the energy and significant growth and innovation during this time. Now is the time to continue working on that growth and expansion mindset, encouraging yourself and your team to view this time as a period of endless possibilities. You can challenge each other to set ambitious yet achievable goals. Remember those SMART goals. This is the time to dream big and outline the steps to turning those dreams into a reality. What are the steps you can take each day, each month, in the next quarter to get yourself closer to the vision that you have? It's really about expanding your vision and enhancing your operations and systems to support you in reaching that vision. It's also a great time if you've got a team, even if you're by yourself, you're a solo business owner like me, to really foster some engagement and creativity. So fostering an environment where every team member feels empowered to contribute ideas and take initiatives. And if that's you in a solo business, it's creating an environment for yourself where you as a being feel empowered to contribute ideas and take initiative. As we prepare for spring, how do we actually prep our business for this change and shift in energy? If spring is synonymous with growth and rejuvenation, then it's going to be a perfect time to launch new projects, expand your offerings, or introduce new innovations within your business. Preparing for this shift involves not just the strategic planning, but also ensuring that your business infrastructure, your team, your systems, and your resources are aligned and ready for those upcoming changes. The first way you can do this is by conducting a little bit of spring cleaning of your business processes. It's time to evaluate your workflows, your systems, and the tools that you have, and identify any areas that will need optimization or updates. Now is also a great time to make sure that you're aligning your marketing and communication strategies with your values, your mission, and your vision. Update your messaging to reflect the new energy, new SMART goals, or new projects that you're undertaking, because this alignment is going to ensure that your external communications are resonating with the internal objectives you have for your business. And that's going to create a cohesive and focused brand image and essence as you step into the next season of action. Transitioning from that reflective, contemplative state to the action energy of spring is really important for entrepreneurs who want to capitalize on the momentum that the new season or a new period will bring. Let's talk about how you can effectively make that shift. Firstly, you're going to reflect and gather the insights. Conduct a thorough review of your business's performance, analyze what worked, what didn't, and also ask yourself why that might be. This reflection should include feedback from your clients or customers, if you're a service-based or product-based business, as well as performance metrics and your own observations. The second thing you're going to do is set clear, aligned goals. And you're going to ensure that these goals are not only aligned with the overall business vision, but also take into consideration the current market trends and opportunities for your particular business. Remember, your goals should be SMART. So that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I know that it can feel a little bit corporate, but focusing on these are really important because it makes part of your soulful strategies and it brings your vision into tangible reality by creating the steps to get there. Your vision won't just miraculously appear on its own. You will need to take action to get there. The next step is to prioritize and plan, because not all of the goals that you set are going to carry the same weight. Prioritize your goals based on their potential impact on your business and their alignment with your long-term vision. This prioritization is going to help you allocate your resources more effectively. For each goal, you're going to develop a detailed plan of action. What steps do you need to take in order to achieve this particular goal? Who's going to be responsible for each task? What resources will you need? The next thing you're going to do is establish the metrics for success. Define how you're going to measure the success of each goal. This is important because establishing these clear definitions of success on your terms for your particular business is not only going to help you track progress that you make, but also provide motivation and a sense of accomplishment as you hit each milestone, which we know is so important for our resilience and capacity building and the drive to keep going. And don't just set and forget. Don't be afraid to regularly review these metrics to ensure you're on track. If not, be prepared to adjust the strategies or redirect your efforts. It's okay to change your mind along the way if things change as you grow. The other really important and last point is to embrace flexibility. While it's so important to have a plan, be prepared to adapt it. The dynamic nature of business and spring in general, with new opportunities and challenges, is going to require you to be flexible with your strategies. Regularly revisit your goals and action plans throughout the season to ensure that they remain relevant and effective in the face of changing circumstances. It's not going to be a set and forget. By thoughtfully transitioning from this reflection to action, you can harness the energy of spring to really catalyze growth and bring that fresh sense of momentum to your business. And on that note, I'd love to hear your plans for the spring. What innovative strategies are you looking forward to implementing? And how do you plan to channel this season's energy into your business growth? Thank you for tuning into another episode of Soulful Strategies with Kathleen Amy. Enjoy the seasonal break. I know I will. I'll be back fortnightly from September 4th as part of your podcast rituals. Until then, I hope you have the most beautifully nourishing transition into the next season. Continue with your soulful strategies, stay inspired, follow your vision, your version of success, and get ready to bloom in the upcoming season. I will catch you then.